What's up guys, glad to have you here. Hope you guys are having a great day. Before I begin this video, I would like to give a shout out to KipCame11 on winning the letter game. Congrats to him, so go check him out. He makes some pretty awesome NBA 2K videos, so go show him some love. I'll leave his channel in the comment section down below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Anyways, enough small talk. In today's video, we take a look at a player that some of you may or may not know. He goes by the name of Buddy Hield, and he is Stephen Curry's worst nightmare. Alright, maybe not his worst nightmare, but someone that seems to be a mirror image of what Stephen Curry was like back in his college days. With that being said, let's begin. Welcome to NBA Insider. Now, I originally wanted to make this video a long time ago, but Hield was still in college at the time, so I felt it would be appropriate to wait until we see how he performs in the NBA. His past performances have been so outstanding that it has received talks from many people around the league, so I had to see what all the talk was about. If you don't know who Buddy Hield is, let me formally introduce you to him. He is a 22-year-old 6'5" shooting guard. He moved to the United States in 2010 from the Bahamas. He didn't have access to basketball training in his youth, and he pulled himself out of poverty in the Bahamas. He went on to go to university, where he played basketball for the Oklahoma Sooners. He finished career ranked second in scoring with 2,291 points and became just the second player in Big 12 history to win Conference Player of the Year twice. He declared for the NBA draft in 2016, where he was selected by the New Orleans Pelicans as the 6th pick in the first round. And that's how he ended up in this video. Buddy Hield is a rookie this upcoming season as he joins Tyreke Evans and Anthony Davis. This was supposed to be the year of Ben Simmons, but Hield and his amazing shooting have been the talk around town. Oh, and there's also the fact that Ben Simmons recently fractured his right foot. So yeah, things aren't looking too good for him. Anyhow, Hield is predicted to become a player the NBA will be hearing a lot more of. But it's not what he's going to do that makes him a player worth talking about, but rather what he has done that has brought his name into the spotlight. What Hield has done for his college team, the Oklahoma Sooners, has without a doubt overcome the expectations placed on his talent by both the NBA and NCAA. He had led his team to the Final Four, averaging 29.2 points per game in the NCAA tournament. He was also shooting 56.7% from the field and 47.5% on three-pointers. Whatever situation he is put in, Hield is certainly headed for a long and enjoyable career in the NBA. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Yeah, he performed this well, but it's only college. The real question is, how well will he do in a real NBA game? That's the first thing that came to mind for me too. I needed something to convince me that he was the one and not another NBA bust like Kwame Brown or Greg Oden. That's until I saw what Kobe Bryant himself had to say about the kid. When asked about the guard and his predictions on how he'd play in the NBA, the Mamba had this to say: "The same way he's playing in college is the same way I anticipate him playing in the league. I don't think it's overly complicated. I think people tend to overthink players a lot and try to nitpick. It's easy. If a guy can play, he can play. It doesn't take rocket science to figure that out. He'll be just fine." Those words from one of the greatest of our generation was enough to convince me. While Hield was ending his NCAA career and beginning his professional one, something else was going on in the league. The NBA, fans and players alike, have spent all season gazing at the skill and talent of Stephen Curry. He is like nothing we've ever seen before, almost like he's not even real. Just a myth parents would tell their kids to scare them from shooting three-pointers. Curry's range, quick release, and ability to shoot has exceeded expectations set by the NBA. Hield's numbers, on the other hand, look a lot like Curry's. He's made 46.5% of his three-pointers in his last college season. Only 3 NCAA players made a higher percentage than him, but Hield had nearly 100 more attempts than any of them. Hield made 127 shots from three-point range and led college basketball during the regular season. He's also one of the most efficient shooters in the country from behind the arc. This chart shows three-pointers made versus three-point percentage for Buddy Hield in comparison with other great shooters in the NCAA. There have been players who have hit more threes than Buddy Hield this season, but never someone who led the country in threes while still being so efficient. To put that into perspective, Stephen Curry, one of the greatest NBA shooters of all time, hit 162 threes at a 43.9% during his sophomore season of 2008. Hield is up to 136 threes at a 46.3%. Hield was also the primary offensive weapon for his team. Hield is just as likely to be creating his own three-point shots off the dribble while playing in the rhythm of the offense, and yet he is still one of the most efficient shooters. Sound like anyone we know? When you look at this player and his work ethic, it is difficult not to associate it with Stephen Curry. The similarity between these two players is just too strong to not pay attention to. Both are amazing shooters and aren't scared to take the shots others won't. Hield and Curry have carried the scoring loads for their teams, and they have done done it mostly from behind the 3-point line. It seems certain that Hield's shooting will make an impact in the NBA. Whether or not he is the next Stephen Curry is debatable at this point, but his struggle to get to where he is certainly the same as Curry. Some even had the courage to say that Buddy Hield may even become better than Curry. Hall of Famer Oscar Robertson said Buddy Hield is a better all-around basketball player than Stephen Curry because of his willingness to rebound and drive to the lane. To him, this factor sets Hield apart from the NBA's reigning MVP. I'm going to stop the video right here and point out that I for one do not agree that Hield is better than Curry. I did some research and I couldn't agree with Oscar, as it turns out Hield is not a better inside-out player. As this chart shows, Curry is pulling down only a fewer rebounds than Hield, but Hield is an inch taller at 6'5". Not only that, but Curry is going up against major talent in the NBA, while Hield was going up against talent as well, but not as competitive. Hield may be able to drive in better than Curry, but like I said before, the NBA is a whole different game. I feel like I just had to get that out of the way. Anyways, let's return back to the video. If we compare Curry's stats in the NCAA tournament back in 2008 with Hield's numbers in the same tournament, you get a better understanding as to why some people compare the two, even though Hield shot better than Curry from the 3-point line in that tournament. And now Stephen Curry is the best shooter in the NBA, so who's to say Buddy might not become something great as well? Who knows? Maybe someday he will become a better shooter than Curry. Nah, sorry, that won't happen. I just got out of hand there. My apologies. Please don't dislike the video. What I meant to say was that there will never be another Stephen Curry in this league, but if we were to get a player to come as close to being a clone of Stephen Curry's, Hield would be the answer. Not even Seth Curry could fill that gap. What is happening now with Hield is something that happens with someone almost every season. A great player displays great NCAA tournament performances, then NBA teams, fans, and analysts fall in love with that player. Ironically, the NCAA tournaments were one of the reasons Stephen Curry was viewed so highly when he entered the NBA draft in 2009. When you think of college basketball's most dominant 3-point shooting guards who made a name for themselves in the NBA, a few come to mind. BYU's Jimmer Fredette, Duke's JJ Redick, and of course Davidson's Curry. But as you can see, Hield's senior season had been better than the best season by all of those players in terms of true shooting percentage. You're looking at one of the greatest scoring seasons in the recent history of college basketball, and it's not over yet. Hield is just beginning. As good as I'm making Buddy Hield seem, there are also some flaws of his. Flaws that NBA scouts have had 4 long years to stare at. Hield stands at 6'5" with shoes on and an average wingspan. He is not an explosive athlete or an aggressive defender. He has developed as a distributor and penetrator, but is nowhere near the passer Curry was in college. While you can't help but connect Curry and Hield because of their 3-point shooting, someone like Jimmer Fredette or JJ Redick might be a more appropriate comparison for Hield, at least for now. That's not to say Hield won't improve as he advances in the league. After all, this season is his first time in the NBA, and from my experience of watching NBA games, a player can either excel or fail when entering the league. For years, the NBA fans and players alike search for the next Jordan. If we were to search for the next Curry, then depending on how hard he is willing to work, Buddy Hield is probably the place to start. Now, it's all up to him. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. Also, let me know in the comment section down below what types of videos you guys would like to see. Your comments really help me out. Once again, thanks for watching NBA Insider.